somebody working in an air-conditioned environment would be very different. But again, you have to understand and you have to come up with some dress code. Okay, what is acceptable and what is not. Then, minimizing informal interaction of opposite gender. I'm not saying curtailing it. Islam ने curtailing की बात ही नहीं की. Islam सिर्फ ये कहता है minimize, and that's exactly what the modern world is saying. Minimizing. Remember, मैं बार-बार repeat करता हूँ, I don't want people to start interpreting wrong things with me, associating wrong things. I'm not saying curtailing, because even Islam doesn't talk about curtailing of the relation. Minimizing free interaction or informal interaction of opposite gender, especially during late working hours or during travel or overnight stays. I don't think there is any harm, and this is something which can be always controlled. Then, revisiting advertising, media regulation and policies. What is acceptable and what is not. And if you really want to know what I really mean, ये शेरपा ब्रिज से उतरें, आगे जो चौक आता है, उस चौक पे रेड लाइट पे खड़े होकर राइट पे इश्तिहार देखिएगा, स्टोन एज का. Then you would know what I mean. I have changed, खुदा की कसम, I have changed. I was so embarrassed when my daughter pointed my attention towards that ad. मैं वो सड़क नहीं यूज करता, मैं दूसरे पुल से उतरता हूं. But how many of you have seen the same thing? And you don't even know. Now you are the victim today of the same thing which was going on in Peshawar, in South Waziristan, in Islamabad. But it did not affect you. And psychology of change says, you know what? No matter something, no matter how big something is, as long as it does not affect you or affect a person, it stays small. And no matter how small that thing may be for others, but if it is affecting you directly, it becomes so big for you. आज शहर खाली पड़ा हुआ है. आपने देखा सड़कों की हालत क्या है? Because now it is affecting us. इसी तरीके से जब हम ये ad देखते हैं, we don't really believe. We think we are not affected by this ad. But remember, if you don't raise your voice, sooner or later, you will be affected in a way or so. And then you might not have anything to do, or you couldn't do anything about that. So I think there is always civilized society तो हैं हम बनना भी चाहते हैं, but I think we have to draw a line somewhere. We talk about ethics, we talk about morals. ये तो यूरोप और अमेरिका की ज़हनियत होती थी कि in business everything is right. So they could go to any extent. So I think Stone Age would even sell without having that advertisement. Why to have that advertisement? So this is a kind of a consciousness which we need to develop, and there are organizations available. और इसमें corporate social responsibility के ऊपर मेरे पास studies हैं. If you like to come over to me, I can show it to you. There are many organizations and there are studies available that 80% of the service population in America has said that we would not like to do business or buy products or services with an organization which is doing this. So I think they need to be educated. But unfortunately, because it is going on everywhere, so they think that they can also, it can bring them a good business. So these are the few things which we have to understand. I think I'm not saying something new. This is the same guideline in the world. I have a very strong belief and a faith that, the divine messages, there is always a second version of the human-made theories. आपकी एज के अंदर, मेरी एज के अंदर, I can at least point out 10 theoretical frameworks. In my lifetime, within 5 years, I have seen criticism on the same theory. Every time, because they are man-made theories. But there is some theory, if you really like to know that the steps you are taken are not going to go to a waste, and you would like to be very sure that you choose the right path, then only there is one thing. Sooner or later, what you might see is that only the law of Allah will prevail. And that's exactly what the assurance Allah has given in the Quran. So, and the previous research studies are also showing exactly the same thing. वो जो सुप्रीम कोर्ट कहती है, जो चाइना का वर्कप्लेस सर्वे कहता है, और जो कोरिया का एशियन सेंटर फॉर वुमेन स्टडीज कहता है, उसको ये कुरान पाक से रिलेट कर लीजिए. 1400 years back, Allah told you, gave you the same guidelines. What the modern world is now getting to realize. And I think it's not too late. that we have realized the truth of life, no matter how good or bad, no matter what my personal biases or likes or dislikes might be, but my dear, the truth prevails. The life is not about me. मेरा बस चले तो मैं निकर पहन के खड़ा हो जाऊँ आपके सामने. But it's not me. You know, मेरे से अगर पूछें आप तो I don't even like this attire I'm wearing. So it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us as a whole. What is good for us? What is good for our generation? What is good for this society? Otherwise, the new society will regret that why they were not told. Let's not dump them to that point when there will be no returning back. The way we are doing. We are so much cautious and conscious that what type of a house, what type of a lifestyle, what type of assets and inheritance we will leave for our next generation. Just tonight, take some time and start thinking what type of a civilized society are you leaving behind for your next generation. उनको पानी मिलेगा, उनको इज्जत मिलेगी, उन्हें वो माहौल मिलेगा कि वो शाम को घर आ सके, उन्हें सिक्योरिटी मिलेगी, जो मैस्लो की बेसिक नीड्स हैं, वो मिलेंगी. Are you giving them that security? जिस नई नस्ल के लिए आप इतने परेशान हैं कि मैं उनके लिए घर दे दूं 2 कनाल का, what type of a society are we leaving behind for that particular society? And I think if you got the answer, I think you will not be too far away from the implementation of that. Thank you very much. And if there is anything which I said I should not have said, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much for such an inspirational speech. I think it was well related with spirituality, and I'm sure that all of us have got benefited out of that. So your clappings again will show how much of benefit was. Thank you very much, sir. All right, we will have our next presenter soon, but I would like to welcome our chief guest before we move on to our next presenter. Our chief guest, Mr. Kamran Mikhail, has joined us today. He is currently Provincial Minister for Women Development, Human Rights and Minorities Affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Kamran Mikhail to this ceremony. Along with him, we have an honorary guest as well, Mr. Rizwan Owais Gill. He is currently member of Provincial Assembly as well, and he has been part of different social activities and social projects during his student life. And today even he has been actively participating in different social projects. So before I call Honorable Chief Guest on the stage, I would like to request Mr. Mudassir Aqil to come on the stage and discuss the topic. His topic is basically workplace bullying. This is something which we have been discussing since morning, isn't it? Harassment, discrimination, workplace bullying. You go to your boss with a creative idea. Okay, hey, I've got this idea. And what do you get to listen? Apna kaam to karna nahi aata hai, creative idea leke aa gaye. So, people at workplaces ensure that they make you feel bad. And what we do, remember, this seminar, this conference is about me. What do we need to do in that situation? Mr. Mudassir basically is Vice President of Human Resource and Quality Assurance at Bank Alfala, and he has been associated with banking sector since a long time. His expert areas include OD, employee relations, training and development, and talent management. He will discuss this topic today with us, that how workplace bullying, if not stopped, could do. How organizations can actually lose dollar value out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, without any delay, Mr. Mudassir Aqil.
Which is workplace bullying from hopefully not a manager and maybe a co-worker. So I'd also like to talk about the